bad news is good news right now, but what would cause bad news to be bad news again?
Yeah, let's go back to that slide because that's pretty good. Here. So, lower interest rates, lowering of interest rates is a good thing 8 out of 10 times.
Yep.
So, what makes interest rates go down? Well, they have a dual mandate. Inflation, so if inflation's coming down, they can lower rates. If unemployment is going up and the job market's getting weak, they're going to lower rates. So uh, sometimes it doesn't work because it's there's too much coming at us, and so that's where bad news becomes bad news. So when they say, "Hey, we just revised the jobs down 911,000, 90% of the jobs that we reported over the last 12 months are actually not there," that's bad news that could be bad news if
Y-
it continues, right? So if you continue to see an acceleration of problems in the job market, the Fed could be far enough behind on that because of their worry about inflation from the tariffs that it spirals down faster, and we've seen that twice now. They go to zero, the market's still falling,
Yeah, the
right?
market doesn't matter.
Yeah, because at some point in time, you're at zero. Is now, what are we doing now? There's still layoffs happening. There's still this cycle. And so you can get into a cycle on either side, and there is a negative cycle that happens and so these are examples of where the bad news turned out to be bad news. I mean, I guarantee you the rates were going up before. I mean, the market was probably going up at the beginning of these cycles. Matter of fact, I know in 2007 the market didn't peak until October. And even though they were starting to see more and more deterioration, the market continued to go up for quite a while. And then eventually, it bottomed out in 2009 in March. So, and 57% lower in total from high to low. So, anyway, I'd say that's the best answer. That it's just a matter of right now it is still good news because the market is okay. The unemployment's at 4.3%. That's not terrible. It's the highest it's been since 2020, but it's still the
It's
number
still in
itself
the
is
range that the Fed
right.
finds
Yeah,
acceptable.
that's not a bad number. You worry about the trend, right? I mean, that's kind of what you're looking at. We're going in a particular direction. Does that stop or not? And you kind of assume it's going to keep going. We saw commodity prices are going up since April. Well, but they're back to where they were before April. So, how are you looking at that? Commodity prices are going up, or we just returned back to the average?
Yeah, and there's commodity prices going up because there's going to be more demand,
Right,
because there's expectation of growth.
right.
What's causing driving those?
Yeah. Now, if we continue to see that trend line go up and up and up and up, we'll have some indications of what's going on, irregardless of what the government says about inflation or what have you. It'll be a good thing to look at. So, yeah. Anyway, that's a good question.